Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time you decided to watch this video here on YouTube. The name is DJ Luna, and I'm going to be your DJ for this demonstration. Today, what I want to talk about is the Pioneer DJM 800 mixing board and some of its features. Today, what I would like to do is I would like to show you how to change out the standard issue fader knobs that come with this mixing board to the optional rotary kit that you can purchase aftermarket for this mixing board. Now, it does involve me having to open up this mixing board to remove the faders, and of course having to disconnect the faders and connect the rotary knob kit to this mixing board. That also involves me having to shut off the mixing board for my own safety, so this way I don't run the risk of sustaining an electrical shock, because we are dealing with electronics here, and of course also damaging the mixing board. We don't want to do that. It is a major investment here for you. Now, today's demonstration does require a few tools. What you are going to need is you are going to need a Phillips head screwdriver, a number 2 Phillips head screwdriver. You are also going to need to have some sort of a jeweler's kit containing small Phillips head screwdrivers and also small slotted screwdrivers. And of course, most importantly, you're going to want to have the rotary knob kit. Okay, this kit comes as an aftermarket piece from Pioneer. It is specifically designed for this mixing board, so it cannot be used in any other mixing board but the Pioneer 800. The DJM 700 and of course the DJM 600 and the 500 also has rotary knob kit options, but that requires a specific part for those particular mixing boards. So what I want to start off with, before I go ahead and shut off this mixing board, is I want to go ahead and start removing the fader knobs that are on here, so this way I can go ahead and get at the to go ahead and start opening up the mixing board. So let's go ahead and switch over to camera angle 2, and there it is, camera angle 2, to show you the faders. And we're also going to turn on the a little extra light. You're going to hear a little bit of clicking here, so that's because I'm using a fluorescent light to go ahead and shed some more light. So now what I want to do is remove these 4 fader knobs right here. For that, I'm going to go ahead and use, in the jeweler screwdriver, one of the small slotted screws. I'm going to go ahead and place this slotted screwdriver underneath the fader knob very carefully. I want to lift up the knobs and take off the knobs. There goes one. Very carefully. There's 2. There's 3. And there's 4. Okay, now folks, this now entails me having to shut off this mixing board, and as soon as I shut off this mixing board and shut off this microphone, I'm going to switch over to another microphone to continue with the audio. So here we go, shutting off the microphone now, and we're starting with the other microphone. Okay, now what I want to do here is I'm going to go ahead and get that number 2 Phillips head screwdriver and remove these 4 screws and take out that panel. So and now we're going to go ahead and get that first screw out of here. Alrighty, we removed that one screw. You don't want to lose these screws, because we are going to use these screws to go ahead and secure down the rotary kit into this mixing board. So there goes the number 2 screw. Going to go ahead and get into the 3rd screw here. Okay. And of course, now we're going to go ahead and remove the last screw. Okay, that pretty much frees up that panel now. I'm going to go ahead and get the little screwdriver, flathead screwdriver. I'm going to pry this panel off very gently, and it should just lift up nicely. There it goes. Move that out of the way, exposing the faders. Now the next thing I want to do here is I want to disconnect these faders from the mixing console by removing these cable connects right off the mixing board. There goes one. Disconnected second one. There's the 3rd one, and now removing the last one. Okay, these faders are now removed, and now I want to go ahead and get the small Phillips head screwdriver out of the jeweler's kit and remove these 4 screws. So here we go. Start loosening up the first screw. Now remember, these little screws are tiny. You don't want to lose these screws inside the mixing board, because they are made out of metal, and of course, being the fact this is a piece of electronic, you don't want to have small metal pieces flapping around inside a mixing board while the unit is powered on. It's not good. Okay, continuing on with the 3rd screw, get that out of there, and removing the final screw right now. Here we go, gone. Now, the next thing I want to do is start removing the smaller screws and the bottom screws, and removing the fader out one at a time. And start off with that fader, get that out of there. I'm going to go into fader number 2, and they pretty much just slide right in now, quite easily. There's 2. Here comes the third fader, and that one's out. And we're going to go ahead and remove the fourth fader. Okay, we've got that loosened up. Okay, oh, this one's giving me a little bit of a problem here. Oh boy, this one's really tight in there. I'm gonna have to go ahead and I have to loosen that screw up just a little bit more. Oh wow, this is giving me a problem. Oh, there we go. Okay, and we got that screw out of there. Okay, now the next thing I want to show you is that we're going to go ahead and get the rotary kit. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the rotary kit. Alrighty, and I wanted to take note also that these connectors that are inside the fader are color coded. One's white, one is orange. Okay, and if you notice on the rotary kit as well, they are also color coded, white and orange, white to white, orange to orange. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and very carefully insert these connectors. They are keyed, so there is only one way that these connectors will fit. Alright, so there's no risk of putting them in backwards. Okay, there goes the third connector, and we're going to go ahead and put the last connector in very carefully. Trying to do this without blocking the camera angle, and we're going to go ahead and secure these things down. Okay, now the fader knobs are connected to the mixing board. We're going to lay this panel down, and those screws that we used to hold the panel down for the slide faders, there's the slide panel right there, we're going to go ahead and insert those screws that we removed to secure the rotary knob kit down for this mixing board. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off with the first screw in the upper right hand corner, and then we are going to go across the axis, so, and insert the screws across the axis of the panel here. So there's the first one. We're going to now go to the lower left hand corner and secure that down. Then the next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and secure that piece down, and then we're going to go ahead and get the final screw in here, and that will pretty much finish up the installation for this mixing board. Alrighty, so now that pretty much does it. We're going to go ahead and power up the mixing board, and we're going to turn on the other microphone here, and that pretty much completes the installation. Here we go. And that there, ladies and gentlemen, is how you install the rotary knob kit. So that's it right there. It's easy as that. Now let's go ahead and switch over back to camera angle 1. So ladies and gentlemen, and let's shut off that light right there, so this way we don't look bloomy. So ladies and gentlemen, that's how you install the rotary knob kit onto the mixing console, the DJM 800 mixing console. If this video was very helpful, hopefully it was. And if it wasn't and you have any questions about it, please leave your questions and comments underneath this video, and then when I go ahead and check the comments, I will go ahead and answer your question as quickly as I can. But until then, I thank you very much for watching this video. Like I said, hopefully it was helpful, and you have a good day. There you go. Have a good one.